Star Wars is, and I know this to many people watching is going to sound like repetition, but I cannot repeat this enough. Star Wars right now is a dead property. It's a dead property. And when you get to the point when people like Liam Neeson, who played Qui-Gon Jinn 25 years ago almost now, in the prequels, when you get guys like Liam Neeson, who frankly just don't give a crap about anything, coming out and throwing Lucasfilm and Disney and Star Wars under the bus with a statement like this, it should tell you something. Pro thoughts, undoomed thoughts.
You don't do this with a brand that's strong. You wouldn't hear celebrities doing this with a franchise that was doing well. This is what happens when a franchise is really down on the mat. So,
yeah, just God bless him for being honest.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And look, this is the oversaturation of Star Wars, the oversaturation of the MCU, frankly, the oversaturation of everything Disney at this point. And we showed the theatrical slate that is due out for the remainder of this year. It is, frankly, atrocious. I mean, you've got another Pixar movie, Elemental, or whatever it's called. It looks like another rehash of, what was it? What was the other one? Inside Out?
Inside Out, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like the same movie. Let's have some little creatures that little dwarf creatures or something it's the same looking things that they generated for that movie. They're going to have in this one with a slightly different story. There is a corporate laziness that has infected the Walt Disney Company to the point of it becoming a joke. And every time I have to listen to the Walt Disney Company on an earnings call talk about, we're engaging and we are great storytellers. And I want to scream into the microphone, no, you're not. You suck. You suck at storytelling. You have lost all of your souls. You have lost everything that has once made you great. Your soul is devoid of any humanity, of any.
Yeah, when was the last time they had like an auteur come in and, because they wanted to tell a specific story, here's my story, my movie, and it's like a writer director or something. Like, I can't even remember, like,
I think
Steven Lisberger.
The last time I've heard of anything like that, it was Brad Bird. And what has he been up to recently? I haven't heard a thing out of him other than the re-releases of Iron Giant.
Yeah, I have honestly no idea. I mean, when you look at what Disney is putting out there, you really have to ask yourself, this is just a bunch of cannon fodder. Where is the heart and soul anymore? It's all gone.
I've received a message actually from Liam Neeson. Would you like me to read it for?
Oh, sweet Jesus, go ahead.
Okay, this was sent to me approximately 2 minutes ago by Liam Neeson. I'm going to try to read it as if I are him, just to give him, the due credit he deserves. So if you'll just bear with me, folks, this is what he has sent me regarding Star Wars. It says, "Dear WDW Pro," yes, the one on the Valiant Renegade show. Here we go. "I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want, Kathleen Kennedy. If you are looking to kill Star Wars, I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for crazy hack jobs like you. If you let Star Wars go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will have you escorted directly out of Lucasfilm." And that was sent to me. Not saying I just had to read it, folks. Straight from Liam Neeson.
We had a video.
"I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills."
A very particular set of skills.
For you, Kathleen.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Great minds, Valiant. Great minds.
yeah, that was there at that point. But look, This is the thing. There is an oversaturation of this stuff. And this is what has played into a lot of the news items that we've seen from the Walt Disney Company in the last few weeks, with Robert Iger coming out and saying that they're basically going to start peeling things back, right? They're going to put the brakes on things. Like, they've oversaturated Marvel, and they've known this.
Valiant, it's because they're too popular. There's fatigue, Valiant. The whole company's got fatigue now. It started with Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had just franchise fatigue, and by gosh, can you believe it? It went right into Marvel now. Everybody's so fatigued. Oh my gosh.
It went absolutely into Marvel, right? And it wasn't their fault. It's all good stuff. Everything's fine and dandy, except it sucks. And people, and look, you cannot spend, and I keep trying to convey this to people out there watching, the videos, the kind of the general audience. You have to understand, just because a movie comes out and says, why, this is the biggest, second biggest opening weekend of President's Day in February on a day that ends in Y between 3 and 4 p.m. U.S. Central Standard Time. Look, you can make up anything you want to sell a movie in terms of its box office performance. That's what's going on with Ant-Man. That's what goes on with most Marvel movies, because what they get to do is the fact that the normies never look at, well, what did the movie actually cost? What did this Disney Plus show actually cost to put on? How many people out there watching this right now actually know that Disney Plus, since its launch in 2019, late 2019, is actually over $10 billion in the hole? Over $10 billion in losses for Disney Plus since it launched.
And I do believe that's $3 billion more than they originally said they were going to spend before it made money.
I
Now,
mean,
they have been playing this trick for a very long time. That's why you would get commercials like the #1 family movie in America, and not putting in there that it's the only family movie in wide release.
Yeah, I'm reading from various articles that you're wrong, Valiant. This is actually the biggest diminutive superhero film featured at the level of electrons ever produced. So clearly you're not right, okay? Gosh.
jeez. Okay, yeah, no, that's just it. It's you can manipulate the news and the data to fit any type of PR spin that you want. But like you always say, Pro, this is the most intelligent audience on YouTube, and they can see through this because, look, we come here, we talk about this. We talk about the reality of things. And, 2 hours in, we still have almost 1,000 people watching because of that.
I'd like to admit something, Valiant. I know this is the smartest group out there, and that wasn't actually Liam Neeson that sent me the thing.
Oh,
I
God, here we go.
I made it up. I'm sorry.
Was it Morgan Freeman? Is he here?
No, I do have a letter from him here, and he says he would like very much for whoever is at the top of the most powerful pure entertainment company in the world, to please get their heads and remove them from their posteriors. Call John
I would prefer for
Lasseter.
Morgan Freeman to say Bohiny, please.
Bo Honkus. Bohiny. Oh my.
See, it's funny
I just seriously, just call John Lasseter, put him back in charge. It's the second time Disney's called him back. Buy another company.
That's right.
Get some talent back in there. Somebody that will say no to the people who have garbage ideas. And they've been aping his playbook. Like you said, Elementals is just the same. Okay, what if toys had feelings? What if bugs had feelings? What if cars had feelings? What if feelings had feelings? And now we're at what if elements had feelings?
Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't call the movie Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh,
really? Like, right?
Sure.
Like, where was that?
I'm betting there's a little earth element that identifies as a fire element in this movie. It's got to happen.
Oh, there's going to be like a trans fire thing where
Exactly.
he really thinks he's ice. Or
Hey, if
she
they bring
thinks
Lassiter back, though,
her penis.
I want a statue of Lassiter hugging somebody. That's what I want. When he comes back, that's his victory. He puts the statue out there. He's
Lassiter's
hugging
done.
everybody.
He's got too much. Apple is pouring money back in his pocket now. He's done. He's signed on. He's back with Skydance Animation. Apple grabbed Skydance the minute that Lassiter re-signed with them. That was done. He is back at Apple, and this Lassiter's attitude towards Disney at this point is, okay, it's gone, it's over, and I hope he buries them because Pixar is a ridiculous, horrible, awful former shell of itself. There is no soul left at Pixar at all. Pixar is a defunct studio that just churns out vastly overpriced $200 billion trash piles. That's it.
Renegade on